Hello, and welcome to Spuntivision. Today, we will be playing Civilization 5. I'm not going to be doing a Let's Play of this, but I am going to be doing some short tutorials on how to get the basics of the game. So today's tutorial, as you can tell from the title of the video, is where to found your first city. Now, founding your first city is a very important task. Now, remember, when you first spawn in this world, and this video applies to most all civilizations. I mean, if you're a more advanced player, then you can tailor your first city to what your civilization is best for. But just as a rule of thumb, you're going to want to found your city as soon as possible. So when you first spawn in the world, you have a settler and a warrior. So one of the things there are going to be a couple things that we're going to look for in our first city. One of which is resources. Now, there are three types of resources. There's luxury resources, there's improvement resources, and then there's strategic resources. Right now, we can't have any strategic resources because we haven't researched the technology. You need technology in the technology tree in order to discover different strategic resources. So that's not going to come into play. The second thing is improvement resources. And that ties into my next thing that I'm going to explain, which is important. That's just ancient ruins. They spawn in the beginning of the game. That's not important to this tutorial, but grab as many of those as possible. What we're going to do is, and many people don't learn this till late in their civilization career, which is, oopsies, wrong button. This little scroll thing, you can go to yield icons. Oh my god, that's extremely intimidating right now. So, what these do is, I'm going to turn on the hex grid as well, so it's easier for you to see where they apply to. Now, for each of these tiles, each tile has a yield. And you can improve those yields with improvements. Duh. Anyway, the point is, wonder. Huh. Oh, that's pretty nice for this tutorial. So if I work any of these tiles with a city, when I found my city eventually, you'll get what I mean. If I work one of these tiles, then I get those bonuses. And eventually, and those add up, because Civilization 5 is very mathematic. Everything is all adding. You're doing a lot of adding. Anyway, there's George Washington. I'm not going to talk to him right now. In fact, I've actually found a very nice place to settle my first city. I think I'm going to settle it right here. And I'll tell you why. Or, I'm going to settle it right there. Oh, yeah, that's a really good place. I'm going to tell you why. First of all, I have production. I also have food. Now, a lot of times I value production a little bit more than I value food. So, especially in the early game. I mean, in the later game. The thing is, see, there's London. So I'm just gonna move this guy here. Actually, I'm probably gonna make him sleep. So, next we're gonna go over what these mean. So, I have London right here. And I'm gonna click on that. I'm going to go over to Citizen Management. Now, my governor has selected this tile to work. So, I have one citizen. So, my city works this tile. So, I'm getting 2 food, 1 production. But this guy is also working these 2 food and that 1 gold. So, from tiles, right now I'm receiving 4 food, 1 production, and 1 gold. You can track this. Up here, you can see how much science you have, how much gold. Now, I've got 4 total income. 4 from the output of all cities, and gold is funny like that. It says output. That is combined buildings output, and tile output. So if you see the palace, it says right about here, gold plus 3. So having this building in my empire gives me plus 3 gold. And this guy is working that gold. So let's say I move him over here, I'm only making 3. But I'm going to put him back. So that's that. Next we're going to go to food. Food is what determines how fast your cities grow and acquire new citizens. So I've got 2 base right down here. Look right there. 2 base. So I've got 4 food and 2 is eaten by citizens. So I've got 4 food. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay? 4 food, and 2 is eaten by citizens. I have 1 citizen, they're eating 2. I'm not completely sure of how much citizens eat works. I should look into that some more. But another thing, so that's food. So you're gonna need more food than you have citizens because citizens need to eat too. Next, we're gonna go to production. The palace gives you some production. Production plus 3, it says down there. And I've got 4 production because 1 is being worked by the city. Now, I'm just gonna build a monument, and I'm gonna choose a research pottery because that's not what we're here for. The next thing is resources. Another reason why I chose this is because it's close to elephants. It's close to 2 elephants. And elephants, it's not actually elephants, it's ivory. Ivory is a luxury resource. By the way, you might notice deserts have no output. So, shocker, you don't want to settle in the middle of a desert. Kind of a given, but hey. Oh, that's really nice. I'm also near furs. Furs is a luxury resource. So, when improved, I get plus 4 happiness. That's what luxury resources do. So, let's say I have put camps on ivory, and furs. I will only get plus 8 happiness, plus 4 for each of them, but I don't get another plus 4 for having 2 ivory. The advantage of that is that if I have 2 ivory, I can sell my surplus ivory to George Washington, and he will pay me money for it. Or let's say George Washington has 2 gold and I have 2 ivory, I can say, "Hey Georgie Porgy, how you doing? How about you? I'll give you my surplus ivory so your people will be more happy, and your background is on fire. You're scary. Goodbye." He can So now I get gold. So he's shipping me gold and I'm shipping him ivory. So him shipping me gold is equivalent to me having gold on that and having a mine on it, which is where improvements come in. So anyway, we're both getting plus 4 and we're getting the maximum amount, and we're both pretty happy. Sometimes the computers don't really realize that, and they're not very smart. By the way, London has just grown. They've gotten a new citizen because, see how it says progress 0 out of 16 right there? So I'm getting 2 base. So I'm getting 2 food every turn. So 2 times how many turns equals I get 16. 2 times 8, so 8 turns until a new citizen is born. So, I think that's pretty much... Oh, one more thing. Improvement resources. Things like fish.
Shall the clay?
Fish... I'm gonna make you sleep, because you're just a distraction. Fish give me give me 2 food and 1 gold. Now, I have not memorized this, but if I build a fishing boat, and if I build an improvement on that, I'm pretty sure it will give me it'll give me 2 food and 2 gold. So if I improve a tile, then it will give me more stuff. So if I take a worker and I build a farm on this grass tile, I will get 3 food instead of 2. So it's more advantageous to improve your resources. Also, you need to improve a resource, a luxury resource, in order to get it. Right now, I'm not getting the happiness from having that ivory because I don't have a camp. And if I open the technology tree, a camp is under trapping. So I need to research animal husbandry, and I need to research trapping to get a camp. So, that's where we're going to close off for this episode. Thank you for watching. There will be more of these videos if this video gets enough responses. Thanks for watching, and keep playing Civilization 5. See you later.